Welcome to all you Aries people out there. This is a very short video about the December month, the horoscope for Aries in general. What's going on? Now, there are two major things going on, and I also want to look at Christmas Eve and New Year's Day, so to speak, but just for those of you who are celebrating it. But the most important thing, of course, is Jupiter going in a different sign. Again, Jupiter was in Aries up until October of this year, and then it went back into Pisces, and now it's back into your sign of Aries. That is good for everyone who's got a sun in Aries, everyone who's got a moon in Aries, everyone who's got a rising sign in Aries, because it's going through the whole sign of Aries. So everyone will feel the good side of Jupiter, which is expansion, which is meaning, which is, and as it is in your first house, you feel as you matter, as you have more hope in life for everything, because don't forget that the first house is everything. It's not only your physical body. So if you were, for instance, struggling a little bit with your health, or something was not really going well, with Jupiter in your first house, it's a good sign that there is improvement there. But all in all, for relationships, for key areas of your life, it's a good thing. For work, it's a good thing. It's all about expansion, and it's all about feeling the true Aries energy, which is excitement, which is enthusiasm, which is doing things bold, which is going for something that you desire. It's so fiery, but at the same time, very spirit-like, you could say, spiritual. And that happens around and about the 21st of the month. So you're going to feel that shift very strongly for your sign. So no matter what is happening in your life, that is a bit difficult, or that is a bit challenging for you, as life is life, right? And but this is definitely something to tap into and to look forward to, that there is hope again. And of course, it's because you are expanding the mind as well. You know, Jupiter is all about the higher mind and the bigger picture. So it's always like that. When we see the bigger picture of things, we kind of distance ourselves from it, and therefore we can deal with it better. It's not that it goes away, the problem or the thing that is out of our control, but we are better at managing stuff like that, with that kind of energy. So I'm really, really so pleased that I can give you this good news for all you Aries people. Now, there is also a very, you could say, challenging energy with the Mercury retrograde. And for you, it's a very important retrograde, because it's in a key area of your life, which is your work, your career. If you don't work, it's how you present yourself to society, so to speak. And your contribution to society. You could say, but Veerle, I'm 67 and I don't work anymore. What's my contribution? Well, a lot. You know, if you're sending out good vibes, if you're dealing with taking care of your health or your grandchildren or whatever, and you're exuding very positive energy, wow, that is a big contribution to life. And that role is seen in the 10th house, the top of your horoscope. It can also be a parent. So these are the areas where this Mercury is going retrograde in Capricorn, at the very last degrees of Capricorn. So it will be at around and about 24 degrees of Capricorn that it's going to stop and dance around your midheaven there, which is the 10th house. And the thing is that a Mercury retrograde is always about rethinking and reassessing. So you are going to be rethinking, reassessing at the end of the year, right? It falls really good with, you know, normally how these energies are going. But you're going to think about your job, your work, your job, your career, or, as I said, how others or society, how do you want to be seen? And it's with structures. There are some structures that could be improved here. You know, a Mercury retrograde doesn't necessarily need to say that it's a bad thing. You know, you could call everything bad or good, but it's about, hey, this Mercury is retrograde, so I'm going to deal with reinventing something that has to do with my career, and that has to be looked at because you've got time. You've got time up until like the 18th, 19th of January, then Mercury goes direct again, and that will mean that you've got the time then to make your approval, your changes. So it's best for contracts and so on. If you can, of course, you don't have to wait with living because of the astrology, but if you can, you do that after that date. So it's a very good time. It is a very Venusian kind of Mercury retrograde because when this retrograde happens, Venus is around this. So Venus has to do with, I want to do it the good way. I want to talk, communicate it in a fair way, not to say in a beautiful way and I'm going to hide everything, but in a diplomatic, rational, fair way. That is what Venus is all about. So a lot of you will change your careers during this time. And it's a time of the year, right, where people make a lot of changes. So you definitely are going to do that. So a very career-based, thing. And if you're struggling with that, and if you're thinking, oh, there is work to do, there is thinking work to do, communications to do with how you can turn this around. But at the same time, you've got the confidence. And that's what I like for you. I'm going to stop here. Oh, yes, I wanted to say something about Christmas Eve. You know, watch your mouth, because the moon will shift, is in Capricorn as well. So probably you're going to talk as well about your career. But first it's with Venus, it goes well. And then with Mercury, it's all good and well. But then it bumps into Pluto. So, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It means transformation. So you could deal with some triggers there, but stand still, be in, you could say, hold your horses. Know that everyone is going to be triggered and that you have to stay with you. That's the most important thing. And to be comfortable with the uncomfortable feeling. That's a bit on Christmas Eve. Now, on the 31st of December, if you're celebrating that, the moon will be in Taurus. So make sure that you have some good food. That is what Taurus is all about. Enjoy the senses, good food. It's more enjoyable, that energy on the 31st. So have some fun. Thank you so much for watching. Have a very good month, dear Aries people. Bye-bye.